Hey everyone, this is Corey and I'm going to show you how to play Dreamgirl by Dave Matthews Band. So let's start off with the song's signature guitar riff. Alright, so start off with your first finger on an E on the A string 7th fret. And if you want, at the same time, you could pick the open low E string. Alright, then your third finger on a B on the D string 9th fret. Then your first finger on an A on the D string 7th fret. Then move your first finger down to a G sharp on the D string 6th fret. Then your second finger again on that E on the A string. Then again that G sharp. Your second finger on the A. Then again the G sharp. And then your second finger again on the E on the A string. Alright, so the second half of the riff goes like this. So start off with your first finger on a C sharp on the A string 4th fret. Then your third finger on a G sharp on the D string 6th fret. Your first finger on an F sharp on the D string 4th fret. Slide your first finger down to an E on the D string 2nd fret. Your third finger then again on that C sharp. Again the E. Then your third finger on that F sharp. Then again the E. And then end with your third finger on the C sharp. Alright, so the verse is easy. It's just 2 chords. Alright, first one is an E major chord, a standard one. That's your first finger on the G string 1st fret, your second finger on the A string 2nd fret, and your third finger on the D string 2nd fret, and make sure you also strum the open B string. Then the second chord is an A suspended chord. That's your second finger on the D string 2nd fret and your third finger on the G string 2nd fret, and make sure you also include the open A and B strings. And next you have the pre-chorus. You're like my best friend, and after a good drunk, which goes like this. Alright, start off with your second finger on a C sharp on the low E string 9th fret, and your third finger on a B on the D on the D string 9th fret, and strum both of those. Then your first finger goes on an E on the A string 7th fret. Then your third finger on a B on on the D string 9th fret. Then put your first finger on a D sharp on the A string 6th fret, and your second finger on a B on the low E string 7th fret, and strum both of those. Your fourth finger on that same B on the D string 9th fret. Your first finger on a G sharp on the D string 6th fret. Then your first finger on an A on the low E string 5th fret. Your third finger on an E on the A string 7th fret. Your second finger on that same G sharp on the D string 6th fret. Then tap your fourth finger onto an A on the D string 7th fret. Then again hit the G sharp. Then end on that E on the A string 7th fret. Then right before the chorus, when he sings, I've been dreaming, you're going to play this. Alright, that's your second finger on an F sharp on the low E string 2nd fret, and your first finger on a G sharp on the G string 1st fret. And then your third finger on an A on the G string 2nd fret. Alright, then all that's left is the interlude, where you're gonna play an E power chord. Why? Make sure you include the open low E string. Alright, that's your first finger on the A string 7th fret, your third finger on the D string 9th fret, and your fourth finger on the G string 9th fret. Knock you off my feeling. And then you're going to end with an A power chord. Alright, that's your first finger on the low E string 5th fret, your third finger on the A string 7th fret, and your fourth finger on the D string 7th fret. Alright, and that's it. Next I will play along with the song.